And
ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast.
it's still podcast.
Friday night at the bar. Yeah,
It's Friday night.
at the bar.
We're at the bar. This is Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah, dude, I ate so much food yesterday,
I bet.
bro.
Did you eat turkey?
I had turkey at the in-laws.
Or did you have soy?
No.
Because they said to eat soy this year.
Really?
Because turkey's so expensive. Just pass on turkey and eat soy. That's the new
Yeah,
thing.
because soy is
Be
so
green.
great for you. Soy
Don't
is so great for you.
It's horrible.
No, but because my mom, my parents, and my side of the family, like we're kind of over turkey. Like,
Yeah.
we're just, it's just we're over it. So we did a dry aged steak instead, and that was good. A little salty, but it was good.
We had.
We're still figuring it out. We did it. They did it last year when I was in basic, and it turned out really good. And so we did it again this year, and we're kind of, it's only the second year we're doing it, so we're still trying to figure it out. But next year, I'm gonna do this steak, and I'm gonna dry age it, and then I'm gonna smoke it, and then sear it on a pan. That's gonna be fucking good.
We had prime rib.
Nice.
It's fucking legit.
Oh, I love prime rib.
One of those deals where they make the whole meal for $80.
Really?
For 6 at Safeway.
No way.
Really?
Oh, through Safeway.
Dude, well worth it.
Really?
All the
Safeway,
sides.
They did well.
It was delicious. Yeah. And the prime rib, I know they asked for it rare, and it actually came rare. So
Wow.
that was good because
How much food is included in $80 worth of Thanksgiving stuff?
Enough prime rib that 6 of us ate. I had 3 helpings of prime rib.
Yeah.
And I think almost everybody had at least 2. So it was fucking sizable.
Nice.
It had to be a.
Was it sliced prime rib or was it a
No, it was a
chunk?
No, it was a chunk.
Wow.
Yeah. So it must have been
through
5
Safeway,
pounds
huh?
at least.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then they had mashed potatoes, regular, sweet potato,
Nice.
green beans, and then some sort of like apples to put on. I don't know if they made those, but yeah, apples for like the
Nice.
whatever.
Yeah, I love Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday.
Same.
Yeah, because it's
about food. It's not about all the prizes.
Yeah, it's about food, and for me, it's about, like, I remember, like, throughout my childhood, some of my favorite holiday memories have been Thanksgiving because, like you said, it's not about anything other than sitting down at a table, eating food, and hanging out with your family. Like, that's what it's about. And
it's about family.
okay, Dom Toretto. But I really enjoy Thanksgiving, and I kind of decided that, like, that's going to be my holiday that I take over for the family.
Look at you, big man.
Like,
grown up now. All grown up.
Yeah. But that's going to be like what I host, the holiday that I host at my place. I'm gonna I'm gonna host it.
The food holiday.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make the food and all that jazz. But now that you tell me about this $80 stuff, I might
that's way easier.
Yeah, I might just order that.
And there ain't never
a few extra sides.
And they're never gonna get it wrong either. Yeah, and that's exactly what we did. And actually, Ian, I think he finished the prime rib a little, put some rosemary or what, and all the little trimmings on it.
Nice.
It's good though. Worth it.
That's good, man.
I enjoyed myself. A couple desserts.
Oh God.
Tommy made cheesecake, was amazing.
Dude. So it looked, I don't know where she went, but it did look good. And I would love to have tried it.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, man, that pomegranate cheesecake.
Oh, how was it? Yeah. Pomegranate cheesecake.
Do we still have some at home?
Nice.
All right, you got to come over to the house and I'll give you
this ain't forkful.
Yeah. No, you can't only eat a forkful. I'm telling you, bro. It's unbelievably good. Like, I don't
really?
Like
Crazy.
Even for people that aren't huge cheesecake fans or cream cheese fans or whatever. Like, I don't like cream cheese.
I love cheesecake, dude.
I don't like cream cheese normally, but
cream cheese is delicious too.
It's so fucking good. I don't know what my mom does, but she nails it. It's so good. So
so your mom nails it so good.
Okay, Bryce.
Bro, that sounds horrible.
Dude, you know my mom. Don't do that.
Don't touch any wires.
Yeah, but well, you touched it, and now I couldn't hear myself, so I'm fixing it. All right. So, I was telling Tommy earlier that me and Kristen are selling our house.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're
Are you buying another place?
Yeah, so
you gotta figure that out.
We're upgrading.
Good luck.
And it's hard because right now is the seller's market, right? I'm sure everybody that listens to this podcast probably lives in Hawaii, but if you don't and you don't know about the fucking real estate way that real estate is in Hawaii right now, it's absurd. A single family home is over $1 million. The average price for a single family home is $1 million plus.
A little single family home.
Yeah, like a normal like 3-bedroom, 1,500 square foot single family home
with no land.
Yeah, is $1 million on like 5,000 square feet of land. It's $1 million. It's insane. But so it's a seller's market, which means that when we sell our place, we're gonna do really well. Like we bought our house for a reasonable price because we bought like right before everything blew up, and then now
you bought right at the beginning of COVID, yeah? Closed right before. During.
Oh fuck! When did we buy?
It's
no,
close.
we bought in. What is this? No, yeah, we bought in 2020. Yeah.
Yeah.
We bought right as COVID was shutting down everything. Because we bought in May of 2020.
Because I told you were crazy.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this could possibly be a giant drop in the old real estate market. I was wrong.
Which it did the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't expecting either, but. And the reason why we wanted to buy was just because we wanted to get our own space, and we just wanted to buy something. And so we got this place, and it's a 700 square foot, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, fucking nothing to bat your eye at, right? And this fucking place is worth $500,000, Bryce.
It's fucking nuts.
Right now, like the last two
so
units.
Crazy.
The last 2 units that sold in our complex sold for $460 and $480. Wow. And they were both upstairs units with no renovations. And ours is a downstairs unit with 90% renovations. And it's like, we're looking at like somewhere between 480 and 500 is what we're looking at. And that's
no doubt.
That's a huge chunk of equity for us. Yeah. Especially only a year and a half in.
Yeah, it's crazy. So from when you sell it, you only have so many days before you have to roll it over. So you have to find something first.
So the way that we're going to work it, our realtor said that right now nobody is accepting contingency offers, right? Like if you, I'll buy your house if my house or when my house sells, right? Yeah. Like that's what happens a lot, or used to happen a lot. But then when the market blew up, nobody was accepting contingency offers, and so now what my realtor said is happening, or that a lot of people are doing, is you buy or you sell your place, and in the agreement with the people that are buying it, you set a clause that said that you both agree for the buyers to rent you back your house for 2 months, or roughly like 2 or whatever, however many months you agree on, right? So that gives you some transition time. So that's what's going to happen for us. We're gonna list our place not next week, but the following week.
So it's going to sell quick.
Yeah, because everything that goes on the market is gone in a couple of days. Yeah. So we're gonna list in like a week and a half, and then my VA eligibility is beginning of January, and so that's right at closing, right? So like we'll be in escrow for 30 to 45 days, which will put us right at that, like right when my eligibility comes.
So you just gotta plan it all on that.
Yeah, and so then we'll have the 2 months of transition time to find a place, put in an offer, and go through escrow. So
you have 90 days or something before you have to pay taxes on gains?
Something like that.
110, something like that. Yeah.
It's something like that. But we're not gonna hit that. We're not even very close. Yeah. Because we need something. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to move.
Yeah, you got to have somewhere to live. Right?
Yep.
We're not living with the in-laws. So.
Where are you trying to move to? This area?
Yeah. We're not leaving this side of the island. Yeah.
No, yeah, I know.
We have rooted ourselves.
You go to Waimea?
No.
Nowhere. Kapolei.
Nowhere past Kolina.
Okay.
Nowhere past Kolina.
Gotcha.
I'm not. I work in that area.
Oh yeah, that's true. You don't want to work where you.
And I would live where I work, but the problem is that I understand how the traffic works over there. Yep. And it's just not something I want to deal with. Oh. You know, like I don't want to have to plan my day around whether or not I'm going to get trapped by traffic. Yeah. Right. Like that to me, like I already kind of deal with that.
Bad enough that you have to drive there for work.
Right. Yeah. So like for me, I just don't want to deal with that. I feel like that just degrades your quality of life, right? If your daily life is based on whether or not you're going to be sitting in traffic for 2 hours.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I don't want to fucking deal with that. So
it's crazy.
So cool. we actually it kind of sucks because I found like 2 places that I really like right now, but by the time we're gonna be able to put in offers,
they're gone.
Yeah, they're gone. So
you can't look at anything now for the future. It's too fast. Although the new owners might be selling by then.
Possibly, actually,
to roll it over for a couple extra hundred.
It's possible, but can't afford it if
it's that crazy.
Yeah,
well, that's cool. That's good. Man. That'll be fun.
Yeah,
looking for a house. Yeah, detached.
Hopefully, I mean, ideally, but probably not.
Oh,
because we got our pre-approval.
Just something bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got our pre-approval already.
Okay.
And we're pre-approved up to the VA limit, which is like 725 or something like that. But even for 725, like unless you're going to Y&I, you're not finding. You're not finding a detached single family home. So we're probably gonna end up in a townhouse. Yep. 2-3 bedrooms, maybe 1,200 square feet or so, something like that.
That'll be better.
Yeah, and that's what we wanted. We understand that this next step is still not our forever home. You know, this is still another step to get to that point.
Keep buying and selling, buddy.
Yeah,
keep working your way up the ladder.
That's the plan, man.
Don't get attached to anything.
Yeah,
because you might want to sell it.
Yeah,
the worst thing I actually think the worst thing you do is find your forever home first,
right?
And then you're like, you're not there, and it's like, oh shit, now I have to somehow hold on to this, and that's shitty.
Yeah, I don't
know. You want to flip a few first.
Yeah,
gain that extra equity. Yup. Cool.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck's gonna. Like, in my head is like how far or how high can the real estate market go here? Like,
well, part of the reason the real estate market went up too is because the amount of money that has been dumped into the system. So a house that was worth, let's say, $300,000, you just up the money supply in the United States by over a third. So add 100,000 just like that, because that 300 is now 400.
Right.
So I mean, that's part of it. That's why everything's going up.
But how high? Like, at what point does it crash? Like, I know.
2008 crashed because
not really
the
here.
Pyramid. No, I know it didn't really.
Like, if you look,
it dropped for about 6 months.
Yeah, it dropped, but not even that much. Like, the percentages were, like, because I looked at this a while back, just because I was curious. One day, but
less than houses. 10%.
Yeah, houses on the mainland and stuff were dropping by 60-70%.
For
you were losing 60
$500,000
or
or $600,000 house, they lost about 50 G's.
Yeah,
which is nothing.
And here it only dropped by like 10%.
No, that's what I'm saying here. That's about what happened.
Yeah,
mainland shit, $300,000 house dropped to
75
under 2.
Yeah,
you lost 30+%
at least. Yeah.
I know, because I lost a shit ton of money on my house.
Yeah.
Yay. That's why I don't want to buy a house.
Understandable.
Yeah.
You
it's a pyramid scheme, and it is.
Yeah.
And at certain times, it has to collapse to reset the pyramid, and there has to be some bag holders, those diamond-handed motherfuckers.
And that's what I'm hoping will benefit us, is that right now we're climbing the pyramid, right? We're climbing. Hopefully we can get to a point where we can, when it does crash, we can, whatever we have at that point is something that we are willing to hold
for a while,
You know, and then we can hold that shit until the pyramid gets rebuilt.
And it will come back.
Yeah.
Worth more, because money becomes worth less.
Yeah.
So your number always goes up. And here, your number always goes up.
Regardless. Yeah.
Regardless.
It's fucking why.
The only...
all you mainlanders coming in here and buying up our land.
Yep. It don't go down. It only goes up. They're not making more land, and they strategically release it. So that's the other
see that
issue.
Oprah Winfrey bought like fucking another shit ton of acres on Maui.
Yeah. She owns like
a third of Maui.
Half of the fucking road to Hana.
Yeah.
That's
fucking upset.
You drive by her fucking property for like 20 minutes. It's crazy.
Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg owns like an entire corner of Kauai.
Nice. Yeah. Crazy. They're not making extra either. So actually they are. Big
technically
they are making more land.
There is another island coming, but shit ain't coming anytime soon.
Well, Big Island, how many acres did they gain last year? Had to be a bunch when they filled in that bay.
oh, I went and saw that in person.
It's crazy.
It's trippy, dude.
I bet.
It's trippy because I've been there as a kid and I remember what that bay was or what that place was like as a kid.
Yeah.
And the trippiest part is when you get to that bay and you park in the parking lot, you start walking down the ramp, and directly at the end of the ramp there's a lifeguard stand. But that lifeguard stand is like 500 feet inland. And you're just like, what the fuck is this doing over there?
Crazy.
And then you look farther down the beach and there's another lifeguard stand and you realize, oh, the water used to be right the fuck here. It's crazy.
And now it's just black desert.
Yeah. What's even crazier is when you're driving to that bay, on that road, you drive through the lava field, and at a certain point, like you're driving and you cross through a lava field, and then all of a sudden it opens up into like normal lush green landscape because the lava, like it's fingers, right? The lava travels in like fingers or whatever. So you're driving through a finger of lava, and then you go into normal landscape, and you drive through another finger of lava. It's weird.
So crazy.
It's so trippy. It's a trippy experience. But that was pretty cool.
There's all kinds of dead shit there. There's birds
feeding
on dead carcasses.
And
you're like, hey, birds, get out of here.
Bryce is real proud of his soundboard.
I was just itching to use it. Thank you.
But what is cool is when you go to the actual like Fissure 19, like you can get pretty close, and the ground is still like venting. Like you're driving
that, dude.
You're driving through a neighborhood, bro. Like a normal residential neighborhood.
I saw shit blew up right by somebody's shed.
Yeah. You're driving through a residential neighborhood, and then like it's normal residential, and then all of a sudden there's
a gateway to hell.
Yeah, for real. It's like patches of lava rock, and then just steam coming out of all over the place.
Fucking trippy.
And it's crazy, dude. Like it's a trippy experience. And there's people still living there because they're like, fuck it, this is my house.
Because they own their house and they don't have anywhere else to go.
Which is
nobody wants to buy it right now. The market's down in that neighborhood.
Probably.
I bet.
Yeah. That was
who gets the new land? That's my question, right?
I think you still own the land. Like if your house was taken out by lava.
But let's say the bay got filled in. Who gets the oceanfront now?
I think that's public land still. Because all beaches are public.
So the state
land.
can sell it off.
I think so, but they can't sell that part because it's all beachhead, and you can't the state can't sell beachfront.
So it's just stuck now.
Yeah.
Even though it's 500 yards from the beach.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Earth's fucking weird.
It is weird. Yeah. Some crazy.
I feel like that's part of the problem with global warming is that volcano. You know, I think.
You mean Mauna Kea, like our volcano?
The Hawaiians, the state needs to clean up their act. Shut that volcano down.
It's erupting right now.
Because it's releasing pollutants. Like, this is a problem. When that thing was erupting, somebody wrote that, like, can't they just bulldoze a path for the lava to go? You stupid.
Are you
do you not know how this works?
Yeah.
Can't they just divert it, rather?
Yeah. They tried that in the 70s.
Yeah, I bet you that worked well.
They tried using concrete barriers and fire trucks to cool down lava, and then they set up barricades to direct it.
How'd that work out?
It did not work out.
Lots of steam and exploding rocks.
Yeah, and what they failed,
and melted concrete barriers.
What people failed to realize is that lava is not just like hot. Like it's not just like it's not just a little bit hot. Like your stove is hot and you can pour water on it and it cools down, or like a fire, right? You pour water on the fire, it puts it out. No. Lava is like, it's like, okay, so a normal fire, like a normal campfire is roughly about 500 to 600 degrees. Mm-hmm. That's usually about where a normal campfire is at. Lava burns at like well over 2,000 to 3,000 degrees.
Yeah.
No amount of water that you pour on that is even going to reach the lava. That shit is going to evaporate before it even touches the lava.
That's crazy.
So like, it's a nice thought. Like there's that movie Volcano, right?
Yep.
And they do exactly that, right?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah. They do exactly that, right? They set up the barricades. They put the fire trucks behind the barricades, and then like they fight in the lava and shit.
Not
right?
enough water,
and it's just you can't like unless you were to like build this contraption that picked up like millions and millions of gallons of ocean water and dumped it all at the same time. Like you.
And that would slow it down for a second, and then it would all crack and be back to molten lava.
Yeah, it is fucking. Yeah,
and you dig a hole, it's going to fill up the hole.
Yeah. I don't think people realize how fucking crazy lava is. Like, lava is so hot, you can't even get near it.
Right. Yeah, you die before you get near it.
Like, if you look at the people that, like, are scientists and they study lava and they get in their, like, suits and shit, they have to get in their suits to get within, like, they're still, like, 200 yards away from lava. And they have to be in suits because it's that fucking hot.
Did you ever watch the Top Gear Top Gear,
the I know
English show?
What episode?
When they drive to Iceland, they're driving that fucking Toyota. Toyota Helix, is it?
Hilux. Yeah.
And he drives it up a volcano.
No way.
Active volcano, and the fucking thing's spitting rocks, and he's like dropping on it, and he's trying to get the producer's goal, right? They always give him a mission, was to get lava. And so he's got a fucking stick that he pokes some like molten lava, and it cools to it, and he's got it. But in the meantime, his fucking car's like, even though he had like alcohol cooling on the tires, like it was alcohol dropping into the tires to cool them.
Yeah.
And all kinds of crazy shit.
What the fuck? I never saw this shit.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
I need to watch
It's absolutely crazy. It's pretty cool. That was when they were at their height of fucking crazy. Yeah. It was very cool.
I love that show.
And the fucking the lava's landing out, you hear it hitting the car and stuff like that.
Holy shit.
It's nuts. And he's like, oh shit, this is way more stupid than we thought.
Yeah.
Like danger.
I'm in danger.
So yeah, that was pretty lava's nuts, man. That's unreal.
Yeah. Something I didn't realize about lava, and I only this last eruption, is that it's really loud. Like extremely loud.
I would assume it's all sorts of explosions.
But even like
gas.
Like just imagine, like, because it's rock, right?
Yeah.
It's liquid rock, and so when it's flowing in a river, it literally sounds like a river of rocks just rushing. It's so loud, right?
That's fucking weird.
Like my dad said that because my dad, at the time of the last eruption, my dad was working for KITV4, and he was the producer for them. And
you mean our new producer?
Yeah.
Possible new producer?
Stay tuned for more on that. Yeah. So he sent, reporters to go and cover it, and they said that, like, when they set up their cameras and stuff and record it, like, they can't use any of the sound because it's the lava. They're well over.
Sure.
They're like 300-400 feet or 300-400 yards away.
Yeah.
And they're
it's a quarter mile, by the way.
Yeah.
That's a long fucking way.
And it's so loud that they can't use any of the audio because it's just noise. Like, it's just undiscernible
such a weird
noise.
thing. I can't even imagine what it would sound like.
It sounds like a jet engine is what it sounds like. It sounds like a jet engine is just blowing straight into the mic.
Yeah.
But it sounds exactly what I would imagine a river of rocks flowing sounds like. It's just insane.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
Oh, we add that to the soundboard.
We need that on soundboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I gotta get over there, check that out. Go to Big Island.
Yeah, we should do a trip.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. After this place opens up.
Yeah.
Supposedly, next week? December 1st, there's some sort of
announcement.
All the emergency powers are expire.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
To be honest,
but
locally, I have not been following too much stuff locally.
Because
I was over it already.
Well, I would just like to be able to go to a restaurant again.
Yeah, 100%.
And at the same time, I really don't care.
But it just is the freedom to choose.
It's the principality of the thing.
Yeah, it's all about the principles.
That's right.
You want to be able to choose not to go.
That's right. Excuse me.
Bless
Woo. Yup. So that should be interesting. See what happens with that garbage, because this is nonsense at this point. There's nothing going on here.
Yeah. What are we still doing like this?
40 people sick.
Yeah. What are we still doing? Restricting people.
Restricting businesses. That's all you're doing. No people give a rat's ass. You can restrict people. People don't care.
Yeah,
you can't restrict businesses, and that's all you're doing now.
Yeah.
By restricting people.
It's frustrating.
So that needs to end. But
there's a lot of weird shit going on in the world, dude.
At least we're not Australia, Austria, or any of those other countries where they're like locked down and they're all rioting.
They're worse.
Now.
At least they're worse off than us.
I mean, we should be rioting. So
I think it was Italy or France.
Yeah.
Just released that they're changing the definition of fully vaccinated.
Oh, we are.
We are?
Yeah.
Well, I know
Grandmaster Fauci has decided.
Yeah, you gotta get your third dose, right?
Yeah, you need your whatever vaccines now. Who the hell knows, dude?
It's retarded.
That's right. The Omega strain's coming.
Oh, I've been seeing that. Like every time I open up Instagram, it's like, oh, new strain, new strain.
I'm strain's more
the fuck
catchy.
Did you guys expect?
Yeah.
Like,
stupid.
It's common knowledge, right? When you develop vaccines and you try to fight one strain, it's just gonna fucking mutate into another.
Yup. So that'll be good.
Yeah.
That'll give them more firepower to keep this shit going.
Yeah.
That's all it is. They just want to keep this shit going because it gives them power and shit. So
yeah, I told you,
it's
COVID's
disgusting.
not over, man.
Yeah. Oh, COVID's over. The power grab is not.
Yeah.
So, not good. But yeah, you see all those Australia, all those.
Australia is wild.
Yeah.
That's something else, man. Fucking.
now they're scooping people up.
Yeah.
Bringing them to camps if they have
COVID.
If you're not, or if they've come in contact.
Right. You're basically going to a fucking concentration camp.
Yep.
Like,
that's a concentration camp. That's that's the definition. Yeah. Concentrating all the COVID patients into a fucking camp.
It's fucking insane.
It's absolutely insane.
Like what happened to us stepping in on that shit? Like what happened 20 years ago, 20, 30 years ago, somebody did that shit, we'd be in there be like, no,
you
motherfucker.
Can't do this shit. Yeah.
You can't be doing that.
Yeah. Crimes against humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd be deploying troops right now.
Yeah. You'd be like, look we're going to fucking put an embargo on your ass so that, or don't do that. Yeah. No, because it's our allies and
and it falls within the narrative,
it's fucking
right?
left-wing bullshit. That's all.
It falls into the narrative that our government is trying to push.
Yeah. It gives them power to take more power without being like, but we're not doing that.
Right, exactly. It's like, we're
not as bad as them.
But at least we're not as bad as Australia.
Yep.
At least we're not putting you guys in concentration camps. It's like, yeah, motherfucker, because if you guys start trying to do that, you got a real problem on your hands. Because I guarantee you, nobody is gonna go for that shit.
No.
Like Texas is gonna fuck everybody up if you try to do that shit. Texas, Mississippi, Alabama. I'm moving there if that shit happens.
What?
Concentration?
Because
this
is the first fucking place they'll do it. Because this state's famous for concentration camps.
They're going to use this state as a concentration camp. Like, they're just going to send everybody that has COVID and stuff, they're going to send them here.
Yeah.
Because then you can control it, right? You can't get out of here. Like, unless you get on an airplane, right? Or you figure out a way to get on a boat, but that's fucking hard as shit, so.
Yeah, no, it's hard to get out of here if you can't fly. Yeah, so it's not cool. This is not a good thing.
Government having power is insane. Like China, did you see that tennis player in China?
No.
I don't know too much about it, but I just saw an article yesterday about this professional, like a Chinese tennis champion that she accused a public official of sexually assaulting her.
Oh, she's dead.
And she disappeared. She disappeared, and then so she disappeared.
Way to go, China!
And then yesterday, it was like yesterday or the day before, she released this document that said, I'm fine, everything is cool.
Bullshit.
I was lying, or the statement that said that this person sexually assaulted me was false. I'd appreciate it if anybody didn't perpetuate that statement.
Oh my god!
And I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I'm at home resting.
That's nuts,
bro. And it was just a straight document. Like there's no video attached to it, nothing.
And she's gone.
Oh yeah, she's
gone.
She's gone, bro.
I mean, that's like, well, China's just fucking. That is just a crazy regime. The fact that we do business with China just shows like how bad this country and the people of this country
Peng Shui
are pretty much guilty of crimes, pretty much crimes against humanity. So you could have an iPhone and shit like that.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
It's sad. it's sad that our government and that the people value their stuff more than they value other people, and doing the right thing, which would be fuck China.
Yeah,
and
should.
That's what our government should do.
That's what we should be doing. And
because the fact that they don't do it, because the government has to do it, because they're the ones that put all this shit in place of who's going to get tax breaks, who's going to get incentives, and what do you call it? Yeah, incentives, I guess.
We shouldn't be like. I think that's why we're where we're at as a country, right?
Oh, it absolutely is.
We're no longer like.
Well,
outside of our military,
isn't that the whole "Make America Great" thing?
Yeah,
that's that whole thing. It was bring everything back to America, because we're not doing our thing.
I was just listening to Joe Rogan and Jocko.
Oh, I didn't listen to that yet.
You didn't listen to it?
I was excited to see that.
They did one recently.
Probably good.
But he was talking about how like Jocko is doing he runs an apparel company, right?
Yeah.
And everything is locally made, and he was just talking about how like COVID really showed how important it was for people to be doing things locally, because when COVID hit and everything shut down and our connection to China kind of got severed, the people that supply chain relied on China were just, their businesses were fucking failing.
Yeah.
And then people that had supply chains and stuff set up locally, those businesses were thriving.
Yeah.
And Jocko was one of them. Jocko had
everything he does is
everything is American made. So his business blew up during COVID.
Yeah.
Because everybody else was fucking dying, because everybody else was relying on China.
Yeah.
And I just wish that it's
and
good.
For those people that don't know who Jocko is, he's a former Navy SEAL who has a pretty successful podcast and he's got his foot in all sorts of different businesses.
To me, he's one of the most motivational, inspirational people out there. Like
he is one of them. Yeah.
Like him, fucking Goggins, and maybe C.T. Fletcher.
Yeah.
Like those are three of the most influential and motivational people that I know of.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, you should look up Jocko if you.
Everything's always veteran owned and whatnot. Also, my buddy Finn, who used to be a coach at my old gym. He owns Jasper Keys Apparel, so that's another veteran owned and run business. So he's got some pretty dope T-shirts.
Yeah, see, I'm at
real nice.
I'm at this point where I'm trying not to buy anything from China. I'm trying not to.
Yeah.
If I can support local, or if I can support American made, then I will. It's
a problem, because everything on Amazon is Chinese. Which is where most people are getting everything now, and which a crazy thing is too, is so China is making all these products for the United States, and there's obviously people like Bezos are getting filthy fucking rich on selling Chinese goods.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's basically what he's making his money on now.
Yeah.
I know obviously he sells a lot of American made in any other country, but I'm sure the majority of shit on Amazon is Chinese made.
Oh yeah,
because majority of stuff in the world is probably Chinese made. But you have what's that guy, Jack Ma? He was the guy that owned Alibaba.
Yep.
And China just fucking seized most of his assets, because they're like, oh, you think you have power? Fuck you. He was the richest man on earth.
You saw that thing that Brent sent us, right?
No, what's that?
You didn't see what Brent sent us?
I don't know. He sent so much.
Yeah, he does, which I'm thankful for, Brent.
Yeah, it's fun stuff.
But China is demanding that there's certain companies that they're demanding to delist from the stock exchange.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Are they Chinese companies?
Yeah, they're Chinese.
Okay.
They're Chinese companies.
So they're basically the government's
China
taking
just
over.
demanded Didi, a new Chinese company that went public, and a bunch of other Chinese companies to delist from the U.S. stock exchange.
So the government's taking over the business.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the shitty thing is it's going to affect all the other NEO.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
NEO took a massive dip today, right?
You're taking a chance investing in anything in China, because the government can seize it whenever they want.
Yeah.
And I mean, our country can too. It's just there's a little more uproar.
Yeah.
We're a little bit freer, but it's getting close now.
Yeah. Especially with everything that's going on during COVID.
Freedom of speech is going away quick. God. So sad.
Yeah, I just had I mean, it's not about freedom of speech, but I just had a pretty lengthy conversation with my mom about the Kyle Rittenhouse stuff.
Oh yeah.
And my mom is by no means anywhere near the left wing or anything, but she's the kind of person that she questions everything.
Sure.
On both sides. Like,
that's good.
You know,
that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and
stop picking sides. That's the first issue here.
Yeah, she questions things on both sides, but she tends to be a little bit more like in the school of thought, like why was he there in the first place?
Oh, sure.
Which is fine, but
which is a reasonable person's school of thought. Like I don't think I would go to a protest with a fucking rifle.
Yeah,
but I certainly would have been carrying knives and bats and shit to fuck people up. I really wouldn't carry a gun because I'm like, it's probably gonna pop off.
In today's society, but carrying a gun is just asking for it now because of what society has turned into.
Yeah, but I'm not a 17-year-old, 150-pound kid.
You walking down the street with an AR is different than Kyle Rittenhouse walking down the street with an AR.
Like, I can handle myself. I don't think that kid can. And that's why he was fucking singled out from the guy that got shot first. Because that dude was like, I'm getting me a free fucking gun, dog.
I could kill you if I want.
Yeah, I'm gonna get your gun. And then I have a gun.
What the conversation turned into, though, is me trying to explain to my mom that, like, that thought process of, like, you know, he shouldn't be there in the first place
isn't correct.
That's not a fair thought process, because this country was founded on people trying to do the right
thing, and do the right thing
in shitty places, right? Yeah. Like, that's what the country was founded upon, and I for one personally think that we're losing that.
Absolutely.
And it's degrading the quality of our country.
Yeah, that dude is a rare individual.
Yeah, and so seeing somebody, especially at 17 years old, because he didn't grow up in an era where America was doing great things. Like, he grew up in an era where everybody hates America. Like, everybody talks shit about America. And so for him as a 17-year-old to
care
go
about
against
his community.
to go against the grain and think to himself, you know what? There's this fucking crazy protest, riot, bullshit happening. I'm going to go and help protect something and maybe help some people out. We need more of that shit in the world, in our country.
And that's the other thing. If I show up at that fucking protest, I'm just looking for trouble.
Well, yeah. That's because
he's going to help people.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be like, first aid kit, I'm going to bring some bandages. I'm going to bring
I'll bring you some Band-Aids for when I blow a hole in
I'm going to bring a gunshot wound kit in case I get shot. Like, I wouldn't be, but I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I don't like touching people. I'd be like, oh, that's kind of gross. I'm out of here. Sorry, you're dying.
Sorry.
Good luck with your chest wound.
I'll call an ambulance for you.
I'll call somebody who can do something. It's not me. And
that's when my phone rings, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. I'm not one of those people that has any preconceived notions that I'm gonna run in there and help somebody that's bleeding and pinch off a artery. I'll be like, bro, it looks like you're dead. And they're like, man, I have a toothache. Sorry. I mean, I'll help kill you, put you out of your misery, but it's not looking good.
We need both, though.
Yeah.
We need both.
Absolutely.
You need hard men, right? Like Joe Rogan talks about that a lot, right?
That's right.
We need the hard guys in the world to do the hard things.
Sure.
So we need people like you that are willing to do the hard things, like kill the motherfucker with.
I think I don't want to do the hard thing. The hard thing would be helping the person. Helping people is hard. I'm not a helper.
Helping people
I don't like
hard,
people.
But it's
my problem.
What I mean by like hard is like things that are not necessarily accepted in society's eye.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, like SEALs. SEALs are hard motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That do shit. Like, if people knew, like, there's a reason why all that shit is covered, like,
100%.
Not covered up, but it's just classified.
Yeah.
Because if people knew what SEALs and our operators, like the rest of the operators, actually do, everybody would be losing their minds.
Right, because they know they do questionable shit.
Yeah.
Because they have to.
Because
that's what's called upon them to do, to kill questionable people that might not be that questionable from our point of view. Like, well, it was kind of. That was a school, or what? Maybe not a school. But,
Bryce, I don't think SEALs are born out of schools.
But you know what I mean. Like, man, like we're looking from the outside.
Yeah.
They're like, well, this was what was required of the fucking mission. Yeah. And
they're also privy to intel that we don't have.
Yeah,
we'll never get. Right. So
But it's interesting. It's governments do things that the people would never want their government to do, but in order to stay in power, governments have to do that stuff. Otherwise, they collapse, unfortunately. Which brings me to the JFK files. So,
oh god,
those are supposed to be released on the 15th.
They're never getting released,
and they're going to push them because they need more time. Because 70-something years isn't enough.
Bryce, just accept.
No, I know.
Just accept.
No, but here's
that we're never gonna actually truly know what the fuck happened. No,
because they're gonna redact 90% of what they release.
Because even if they do end up releasing it,
but
it's gonna be indiscernible.
Yeah, it's all gonna be black. But my thing is, like, this was the date they set way back when. And now they're like, oh, we need another year because of COVID? What? Like
fuck you.
Like, this hasn't been gone through 1,000 times in 70 years. But so it's like, I know why. I can see why they're probably putting it off because, like, consumer morale with their government is at an all-time low.
Right. And if you throw this in,
and you add in that the fucking CIA killed JFK. Now you're going to have a little more problems controlling the people, especially now because you're going to have to disband the fucking CIA in the middle of a pandemic, or FBI, whatever government body.
Whatever three-letter did it.
Yeah, whatever three-letter people did this that we have to now push back the reveal, the big reveal, because people would have their fucking heads as a unit, right?
Nothing about that shit makes sense.
So
if you actually look at it, like if you look into it, for those of you that have never actually done any research on the JFK incident, like if you actually look into it, none of it makes sense.
No. So here's the thing, though. So Tommy and I watch tons of like true crime shows.
Yeah.
Where like most all of them are in Connecticut, by the way. There's a lot of
bro. What's up with your home state? Bro?
What's up with your home state killing everybody?
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
Fucking Aaron Hernandez is from your hometown. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he wore my same jersey.
Yeah. What are you doing, bro?
Probably the same one. Yeah,
that's crazy.
It is crazy. So we watch a lot of those, right? And it's I don't remember what I was going to say about those.
Now all you're thinking about is now all you're thinking about is Aaron Hernandez wearing your jersey, right?
Yeah. But yeah, the amount of what do you call it? Forensics and shit. It didn't exist.
Right.
Like even me in the 80s as a little kid, I'm like, oh man, there's cameras and stuff. Like I remember I was in a supermarket and they had a sign up and it said, shoplifters be aware, we have the new high-tech camera system, which meant they had a camera over there in the corner.
One camera, right?
Because there was no such thing as before that. And I was like, I'm the worst child in the history of children.
I have no doubt.
I'm going to test out this system to see how great it is. I backed up. I'm staring towards the camera. I backed up into the candy rack.
Yeah.
With my hand behind my back, grabbed the Zagnut or whatever the fuck it was.
Zagnut.
Stuck it in my back pocket and moved forward. And I'm like, let's see if this camera works. It didn't.
It didn't.
I got away with it.
I'm pretty sure you could still get away with that. Like nowadays.
No, but my point is, that was like high tech.
Right. At that time, yeah.
And like none of the stuff that we think of now existed back then.
Right.
DNA didn't exist back then. Like
blood analysis,
especially in a court case.
Fingerprinting didn't exist. Like
go watch like the Ted Bundy files, man. Like nothing existed then.
Bro.
This dude got away with so much shit because they didn't know how to secure a crime scene.
The amount of people that he probably has killed is
it's nuts.
Pales in comparison to what is actually reported.
But if you look at like crime scenes that they know he did, like the ones in Florida, and it's like they had 40 people walk through the puddle of blood.
Yeah.
Like whose shoe print is this? Oh, that's mine. I just walked through there.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck you doing? Like they knew nothing. And so that's why when you look at it in that viewpoint of what the technology was then, it makes sense that they don't fucking know what who killed JFK, or they bobbled the whole thing. Like,
at that time, yeah.
Like back then, somebody shows you that dumb bullet that they have,
right?
The magic bullet or whatever.
Yeah, the perfectly non-scarred, nothing wrong with it bullet.
The bullet
looks like you pulled it out of a case.
The bullet didn't go through a cup of water, let alone two people.
Yeah,
there's no fucking way. And if you don't think that's true, then you know nothing about anything.
Yeah,
so
you know nothing about ballistics.
Too dumb to talk to us. Yeah,
just go watch Demolition Ranch. He'll teach you about it.
Yeah, fuck yeah. The JFK scenario that they painted for the public just shows how dumb people were back then. And I don't mean their dumb IQ. Yeah. I mean the amount of education that was available to people was very fucking low. The exposure to things was very low.
Right, because
there's no internet.
There's no technology, right? The technology of the day didn't allow for... Because if they try to pull something off like that nowadays...
no way.
There's no way.
No.
Because everybody's going to question everything. Videos are going to surface because somebody's filming something.
You'd be like, oh, let me see the bullet casing that bullet came out of.
Right.
Okay, let's see what let's see the fucking barrel. Does everything match up? Let's see the firing pin indent in the fucking in the case.
Primer.
Does that match the gun? Like, let's see if there's any fingerprints on the case.
Well, but just like
and 50 things we can't even think of.
And the public in general, like somebody's gonna be filming something.
Yeah.
Especially in a situation like that where there's a big parade and stuff. Like everybody's filming nowadays. Yeah. Everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so there's no way you get away with something like that now.
No, because they'd be like, oh, we synced up these 5 phones.
Yeah, and now we have a 360-degree view of everything.
And then phone number 1 and phone number 8 both had a shot within 5 feet of them, and they were 2 miles apart.
Right.
Huh. Okay, we got 2 shooters at least, and that's what exactly. Easy. What do we have? 1 fucking video?
Yeah.
1 video, maybe 2.
And it's a fucking horrible video too.
Yeah. Super 8.
Super 8.
Super 8. Yeah. So that's an interesting thing, and it makes you wonder. Like, it doesn't make you wonder what our government did. It's like just more.
It's more of like just waiting to confirm.
Yeah. Why don't we just let us know that we get it? You killed them. Yeah. It's cool. Let us know.
Yeah. We just want you to admit that you fucked up. Like.
Yeah.
Like just tell us.
Shit was crazy back then.
Yeah, we get it.
You guys were crazy too.
Everything is different now, but just tell us.
Is everything different now? So now what gets released 72 years from now?
What?
The information on the tests on the current coronavirus vaccines.
Oh God.
Pfizer asked for a 70-year stay of was that FISA? Freedom of Information Act. So supposedly they want them to hold off
70 years.
Yeah. So what does that mean? It means the whole what is it? The religious exemption, right? That they use fetuses or whatever. So maybe they're just trying to block that. I don't know.
Dude, I'm just.
It's just like what?
I'm numb already. Everything is. I'm numb to it. Like it's so.
Yeah, it's over.
There's so much shit and so much bullshit that's happening with coronavirus that I'm numb to everything. Like if somebody came out tomorrow and put out a press release that they figured out that the government made this shit in a lab and they're using it as a tactic to control the people and control population and shit or whatever.
They didn't come out and say that? Oh, they haven't said it yet.
No,
that's
but
right. They fucking did it. They certainly did it. They just didn't say it.
Like, all right, we knew that. Thanks.
Yeah. It's just like the JFK. Yeah. We know. Yeah, we know you guys made this shit. So why not just tell us?
Right? Yeah. Like, what now? Are you gonna fix it, or are you gonna just wait for us to fucking be like, you know what? I've had enough of this shit.
Right? No, they're just pushing it. Yeah. They're seeing what they get away with.
Yeah.
Push more and more until somebody breaks, and then
somebody's gonna snap.
Yep.
And it's probably going to be Texas or Florida. And you don't want either of them snapping on you.
I don't know, man. The Navy SEALs, they started a fucking class action lawsuit against the government. Yep. I don't want
none of them.
Yeah, bro. If they fucking snap, you have a real problem on your hands, United States government.
Imagine if the Navy, like all the teams, decided, you know what? Fuck this shit. We're going independent.
Let's take them out.
Like, bro.
Let's take out the government.
The
government's no longer there.
Yeah. If you think your Secret Service is going to protect you against Navy SEALs,
they'd have been like,
the Secret Service probably be like, you know what, SEALs are coming. Sorry,
no, because
you're on your own. President.
It's also they're a fucking tight knit group.
Oh yeah, dude. They're a fraternity unlike any other.
Well, it'd be interesting to ask JT, but like if that went down, how many
go against
every special forces? In the military is probably going to join them. You know what I mean? Like that's what I see.
That is a good question that we probably could ask JT. But
like, which is stronger, their allegiance to the country, or like, oh, you know what, you guys are right.
I guarantee you, their allegiance to each other is far more
right. It has to be
far more important to them than their allegiance to their country.
Yeah. So if the country's
because
especially when the country's doing them wrong,
a lot of the things that they do, they can't do unless their allegiance to each other is more important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, like you can't do some of the
yeah.
stuff
No, so I'd be very interested in that. And then how many regular military would be like, dude, if those dudes are fucking out,
if the top echelon of our military can do this, then
I'm out. Right. So I don't know. I think that could be a real problem for the current administration.
Yeah.
Because obviously they are rebelling, and it started. You know. So and that's the wrong group to have mad at you.
Yeah, because then you just hear Jocko's voice the entire time.
Yeah.
Telling them, let's go to war.
Jocko show up your house at like 2:15 in the morning to kill you. You're sleeping. Yeah. You know how he knows you're sleeping? Because he just got up earlier than you. Yeah. Because he always gets up earlier than you. I love reading people's posts on Jocko's posts or their comments on his posts. Like, dude, I got up at 3:15 this morning thinking I had you. And it's like 2:45, Jocko's up.
Yeah.
It's like, motherfucker has already been up for half an hour.
Yeah. Fucking crazy. It's like the mama mentality, right? Like you read all those, once you die, you know, people are telling all their stories, and you read all the stories about people that are like, oh, I'm going to get to the gym early today. You know, I'm going to get some work in, and they get there and Kobe's already like got his ice on his knees because he already did like a 2-hour workout. Yeah.
What did he say? He was going to, do so much work that in the off season that when the season came on, even if somebody was doing more work than him, they could never catch up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
The mama mentality is real, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's what all those dudes did.
Yeah,
it's how to win, man. It's how to win.
Just stay hard.
You could be out. You could be outperformed, but never outworked.
Yeah,
that's it.
100%.
Yep.
Just gotta get in that fucking Goggins mentality. Stay hard. I'm just gonna start texting you that randomly, because that's like Joe Rogan said.
Hey, motherfucker! I don't know what you're doing right now, but if you're not fucking lifting something or running somewhere, you need to check yourself. Stay hard, motherfuckers. Joe Rogan talks about like how he'll just text him randomly, like,
so fucking
"Hey, what
funny.
are you doing?"
And Joe Rogan's like, "Oh, I'm just hanging out at home with my family."
Sounds like you're a bitch.
Yeah, sounds like you're getting soft. And Joe Rogan's like, "Nah, I'm just hanging out with my family." He's like, "Nah, man, what you need to do is be getting hard." Joe Rogan's like, "Okay, I'm sorry." So I'm just gonna start doing that to you. I'm just gonna text you, "Hey, Bryce,
great.
What are you doing?" I'm high as a motherfucker and watching a blank TV. I'm like, "So sounds like you're getting soft, Bryce. Go outside and lift something."
I will too. You know I will.
I know.
I'll be like, there's days I'll be going to bed. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking put on some Goggins in the morning. I'm going to run. I'm gonna do some shit.
And you get up and you're like, nah, never mind.
I'm tired. I'm soft.
I'm soft.
Some days I do though. That fucking last when was that stupid run workout? That was on a Thursday.
The sprinting one?
Was that Thursday? Last Thursday?
Oh, the run, row, run.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not gonna want to do this tomorrow. I'm gonna avoid it. I'm gonna fucking do it today.
Oh yeah, that's right. You told.
I did the day before. Yeah. And that was bad. That was a mistake, but fuck it. It wasn't a mistake.
Nah. You're just beating them to the punch.
That's it. And I did it. So, yeah. That's what you got to do, man. Got to stay hard.
I'm starting to fall back in love with the grind.
Yeah.
And I talked to Brent about this a couple times, and I mean, you just go through waves, right?
Oh, hell yeah. I've gone through years of just going through the motions in the gym.
Yeah. And it's a little bit different for you because you've always been a gym owner, so it's not like you can kind of just get away from the gym for a while. You still have to come in and coach and shit. You may not work out as hard and shit, and you may, like you said, go through the motions. But for me, I know for me, because I've been doing this for a fucking decade, I know that I go through cycles, and I know that for 2 or 3 months I'm not going to want to do anything. I might come in once a week or go for a run here and there, but then I fall where I'm at now, where I'm starting to fall back in love with it. I'm ready to go,
starting to care about your performance and wanting to perform better.
Yeah, and that's why the other day I chose to scale those chest to bar.
Oh yeah,
and do the
ring rows.
Because I just know, one, that I'm too heavy, and I know, two, that my body or my shoulders and stuff are just not ready for that.
Yeah, you jack them up. Yeah.
Yeah, and if I do the chest to bar, I'd get through the workout, but it's gonna fuck me up for the rest of the week.
Yeah, no, that's smart.
So
pick your battle.
Yeah.
Is it going to be cardio or is it going to be your fucking shoulders? Pick cardio.
Exactly.
So that's what you need to get the weight down.
Right.
To get the pull-ups. Yeah, no, I agree with that.
So I'm getting there. I'm ready to, like, I've kind of committed to getting back into competition shape, and
That's
then
good.
I've kind of and then at the same time I'm thinking, like, you know, nobody's doing competitions right now.
Right.
And I think we're almost at the point where we can start putting it out and people will be willing to do it.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm waiting to see kind of what happens next week with this.
Yeah.
If they're like, okay, you don't have to do, and I don't think they're gonna, like the vaccine thing, the vaccine passport, shit like that. I don't think those are going away. So if those don't go away, then yeah, we won't do Cupids in February. So,
but if we could,
and it has to be next. It has to be within the next few weeks that they announce it, because
otherwise the plating process is too soon.
It's already almost too late. So
yeah,
but
I would love to do Cupids again, man, like that.
But that's why nobody's doing any, because dude, people ain't gonna show up.
Because Jump Ship did a online competition, but it's not the same.
Online.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Akaika I talked to him, and he said they were gonna do an in-house comp over there, and that we could come down if we're interested. So I said, yeah, absolutely. Just let me know. So that's December. So we'll see if he's if he does in fact invite us, or if he does do it or whatever. Because I'll fucking go.
Yeah,
put together a group.
You know, just getting back some normal.
And maybe that's how we have to do it, is do a smaller thing, but do it anyway.
And just hope it slides under the radar.
Yeah, because I'm not making people wear jack shit here.
No,
I'm not going to ask anybody for any bullshit passport.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The other problem is the fucking management company here. That's the pain in the ass to do anything in here. So,
in here, yeah.
So that's another thing. I'm like, I'd rather fucking say fuck it, because they're just assholes. But at the same time, fuck them.
Fuck them. You know, that's what I feel like.
Just go for it.
That's just
ask for forgiveness, not permission.
And eventually, if we can get to, like, I know we've talked about this multiple times, but I really feel like our like, I don't know if I call it destiny, but like our like I feel like we're just meant to be the primary competition holders of the
promoters.
Yeah. Promoters. Like the way that we run competitions.
Who's girls eating over here?
What the fuck?
Oh, cheesecake. What?
Yo, slice
why are you giving it?
Slice that shit up and put it on the table, y'all. Let's go.
What's you ever see the movie Airplane?
Maybe.
The fucking jive talking dudes on the plane. Yo, brother, slide him another piece of that poke over here or some shit. Fucking hilarious. You need to fucking watch Airplane if you haven't. Those dudes are hilarious. Because they put everything he says up in you know, they what do you call it?
ASMR.
Yeah, that's annoying. But yeah, they translate everything that they say in jive and put it up on the screen. It's fucking hilarious. Yeah. Airplane's good. Tommy, you've seen Airplane before? Oh, okay. I'm gonna say we're watching that. If not, because okay. Yeah, Airplane, Caddyshack are two of the. Those are like two.
Caddyshack, I love Caddyshack.
Those are two must-see comedies that are probably the top two. At least two of the top 5 comedies ever made.
I love Caddyshack. Oh yeah, it was good. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. You stepped out or something, and I was saying that I saw your post and it looked delicious.
I got to stand up though.
Why, you all right?
I don't know, man.
You okay, bro?
All of a sudden I got stand up podcast standing.
What's wrong? I feel like
probably cutting my head off too.
I feel like I need to stand up.
Probably part of my head being cut off there, producers.
Because now I look like I'm.
Good. Forehead's being cut off. Right, forehead. How about now?
Now I feel like I'm like a lazy fuck because you're standing and I'm sitting.
Yeah, no, I like this. Ooh, this is different. Maybe this is how we gotta do a show. We're gonna do next show.
All right.
We're gonna do standing up. We'll sit back down.
But I was telling Bryce that I saw your post and it looked delicious, right? Yeah. And I love cheesecake, so like it is delicious. First off, I just had a bite and it was delicious. But like I need to like indoctrinate you guys with this fucking pomegranate cheesecake.
Pomegranate cheesecake.
Like I'm telling you guys, like I don't understand how something can taste so good. Like I'm serious. Like I
can't imagine how this thing. is
the
so much
pomegranate cheese. It's just, and I'm probably overhyping it. So
well, now you have. I mean, now it's gonna be a fucking disappointment regardless.
Because now
could
you guys
be the best cheesecake I've ever eaten. I'm gonna be like, I mean, I didn't come, so can't be that fucking good. I've had better pie than that.
Yeah, some cream pie. No, but I need to get you some. It's fucking. Oh man, it's so fucking. And yours is very good. It's delicious. I actually want another bite.
No, that's real good.
And I love the crust that
show
you
the
use.
show the camera.
Yeah,
show the camera.
Oh, it's homemade.
Yeah.
Nice.
The whole thing's from scratch, homie.
Dude, my mom
Don't fuck around.
My mom made homemade rolls for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, nice.
So good. Like
homemade bread's great.
Yeah, like
love homemade bread. My dad fucking would make
if you
tons of bread,
eat it,
pizza,
right?
all that shit. He's so good at that.
Like if you don't eat homemade bread.
Shout out to Dad.
If you don't eat homemade bread, you kind of forget how much different it is.
You ever figure out how to work YouTube? My dad's like Joe Biden when it comes to technology. Don't give him don't put anything up on the teleprompter because that motherfucker gonna read it. Did you hear Biden the other day reading the pauses and shit?
No,
like
because
end quote. and I quote, blah blah blah. End quote.
He's so retarded. Oh god, I can't say that.
No, that's actually what he is. He's slow.
No, I can't say that.
That's the term.
My employer. But I stopped watching stuff of Joe Biden after I saw him pardon the turkeys.
Dude, I'm so sick of this dumb things they have these people do.
Because for one, what the fuck is that even about? Like I asked my dad.
Yeah.
Because my dad.
Why are we pardoning a turkey that someone else is just going to kill?
I asked my dad, because my dad's like the smartest person I know, right? So I'm like, hey, Dad, why the fuck does the president pardon the turkey? And he's like, I don't know. It's just what they do every year. And so when my dad says something like that, to me, that's just like, all right, they're just fucking retarded.
I didn't understand why Trump pardoned them. I wanted Trump to be a savage and be like
nah, you're going to jail, motherfucker.
Nah, dog. Pull the fucking trigger.
Pull the fucking butcher's block out right the fuck now.
Yeah.
Give me the knife.
Yeah, like
Shunk.
Just looks at the turkey. I got the wing. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this is our Thanksgiving show.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Hope you had a great Thanksgiving.
Let us know what you think of this standing.
Yeah. Do we sound better standing?
Yeah, is it better this way?
Actually, taller?
I feel a little more dynamic. I feel like
my back just hurts sitting. And I'm like, because I'm hunched over. I feel
like I got a little bit more movement in here.
Yeah. I feel a little more athletic. I could get at it more.
Yeah. So let us know what you guys think.
People are like, I think you're assholes.
Well, we don't care about that.
Yeah, we know that.
We know we're assholes. But stay tuned. We got a lot of things coming to the podcast. We're in talks right now with
a producer.
We're in talks right now with getting a legitimate producer that has over a decade of producing media. So
producing news channel media.
Yeah. So the quality of what you guys are seeing will
probably go down. Just because we suck.
So just stay tuned with us.
The production value will probably go up.
Let us know what you guys want to see, what you guys want us to talk about. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are definitely fired. But we still need the podcast producers. Or I guess they're not producers, right? What is Jamie to support, right? Like we need somebody to sit there with a laptop. Yeah, we need somebody to sit there with a laptop when we start talking about something. You just start looking it up, and then if we need figures or we need information, because then we don't sound like total assholes. Then you can just throw it up on the screen, and then we're not quite fired yet. You guys are on a temporary administrative leave until we find a new position for you. They're on probation. Yeah, there you go.